defense. I won't buy everything. It still needs to choose.
Well, we're back now here for map number 2. We got Nouns versus TeamOne, and Nouns been able to take map 1 with pretty convincing fashion. I'm joined here with Exner and Jacob Happen on the production. And Cole, we got to get things underway here.
Yeah, we got to see some resiliency out of TeamOne here, a fight back from them, some energy. As they're rushing towards B, we're getting a lot of energy out of them early on, but what they're walking into is a new gun here on Nouns. Familiar face, but just deleting heads here as they all fall down. TeamOne collapse here on the pistol. IDK, they're going to fight back here, but there's far too many targets.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shooting range if I've ever seen one, but for anybody that's, you know, just catching up or kind of figuring out what's going on with the series, I mean, now we're on the map pick here for TeamOne, which they do have a really strong record of a 12-3 with 80% win rate, and when you flip things over, you go the exact opposite. It's actually a 3-8 record for Nouns with a 27% win rate, so there's a lot on the line here, but like we talked about this in the green room, Nouns played a great first map. They almost looked like they're feeling really confident, so I'm wondering if TeamOne have been shaken a little bit, or if they're just going to be able to, you know, kind of just dust that one off a little bit.
You sure hope to see TeamOne be able to shake that loss off right there, because that was a bit of a statement opening map right there from Nouns. They definitely coming in with the confidence, collapse out of Palace in this one. Maybe going for a bomb plant would have been not too bad, but they just deleted. But yeah, I mean, obviously not much to say about this T side from TeamOne there in the first half. They just weren't able to land the trades. It was kind of a matter of landing some shots, and they just couldn't do it. Their CT side, Nouns came in with a very cohesive game plan. It looked like they were, you know, not necessarily anti-stratting or anything along those lines, but I would say, you know, very quickly identifying the weaknesses of TeamOne and making sure to exploit that.
Well, they definitely were, and now it's going to be a gun run that comes through from TeamOne, so they got the AKs ready to go. A little bit later in the utility, but enough for them to go for some good executes if they need be, but they are going to get in mid. And actually, you can see Nouns are just going to use some of that utility. A nade plus the maul. He actually puts mauls. He has to reposition himself. He's already taken down to 41 HP. Hasn't really been able to find anybody yet. And now the bomb's going on its own, but oh man, if Carson can find this timing, this could be huge, but IDK, he hasn't even cleared the corner! Oh man, and there it is, Carson, he's been able to just clean up the house, he's able to get the bomb down, it's silver platter, and now makes it even harder for TeamOne to kind of react to this situation.
Yeah, this has become very awkward quickly. Carson stuck in between enemy lines here as he is sandwiched between two players, but they're collapsing in from apartment space. Hasn't spotted him. He's on the clear, but oh my god, a quick little one tap will finish off Carson there. And that will allow them to recover that bomb now. Still complications in their camp as they have to decide where they want to finish off this round. Aggression going in through underpass. TRK. Ooh, ready for it. That's an awkward jiggle, Cynic. Close range with the angle here, and the headshot landed. MP9 in this occasion not going to do enough. It's asked of George for 1v3, and too many players jumping around on his screen. This time the bonus is converted by TeamOne.
Yeah, this is good replay that we see. Actually, this is a nice shot from Pace. Look at that. That was just a one tap too. He's like, okay, enemy spotted, bam, gone. So, TeamOne, they respawn back. I was thinking that might have been a thorn to the side, but nope, it was fine. And they respond well to it, so now Nouns are going to have to go for the eco, or just kind of the pistols, to make sure they have plenty of funds for round number 5. But they still have a bit of utility, though, Cole. I mean, they got the 3 smokes, plus an HE. I would imagine the smokes are just kind of to slow down any sort of aggression or, you know, late rounds, I guess, to make it harder for TeamOne.
That's it. I mean, for sure, you definitely want to slow things down. Just buy as much time. Again, it's all about utilizing a little bit of panic on rounds like these. If you can find a 4v5, it creates more hesitation. But TeamOne just kind of putting all their eggs in one basket in towards the ramp side here. Not a lot of defaulting, just a full-on execution. They're quick about it. Quick enough to overwhelm. Nounscxzi gotta find a trade back there through the smoke. That's not too bad, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think this round should be swinging their way by any means.
Another smoke going to be placed here on top of stairs, so they do have that sight, but again, these CTs are close. Might be able to find something. 60's trying to see what he can do, but he actually just gets eradicated through the smoke now, so TeamOne have been patient. They've been waiting things out. Haven't been too quick on the plant. And now you can see both players are actually going to fall back, and I kind of think they want to what? They want to save Cynic. At least he wants to save that armor, possibly. Maybe get an exit, I guess. Go towards T-spawn.
Yeah, another bad call here. Bring some teeth into the next purchase here. Carson's sticking around though. He doesn't have any armor, so might be worth it to just find an exit or two. Oh, can't land the deagle shots though. He'll fall, and Cynic, he does have armor, so might be valuable saving onto this rifle, or deagle rather. IDK though. You just have to escape through Palace. Not gonna go far enough, and there you go. Tied up 2-2.
Alright, so the money's been built up too. 60 does actually have enough money for the op if he wants to. I mean, normally we do like to see Cynic having that op, but I think the way we saw map number 1 go, I mean, Cynic's just like, you know what, 60, you can have the AWP. I'm doing some pretty good work with the rifle. We'll have to see what's going to be the plan here, so I'm a little bit curious if they're going to put that op in full aggression mode, or if they're just going to kind of, you know, default set up this one just kind of for a feeler. And it does look like leaving George by himself on the site, now getting rejoined with his teammate. Double nades come in connector from TeamOne. 60 somehow misses it. Actually, that was a triple nade, so I mean, taking 79, that's fine. That's we'll take that one.
Yeah, it's $900 well dodged from 60, that's for sure. He's still aggressive as ever though. This guy just picking the up for ECL playoffs is a bit interesting. Didn't do it in the RMR there. That was Cynic wielding the AWP, so again, you know, maybe shifting more of the game plans around Carson here, trying to adjust. And honestly, Mirage is one of the best op maps for 60. Even on the secondary when he used to op for some of his old teams, he was incredible at it. And look at this, man, opening up and getting out of dodge.
Yeah, the fact he's able to find that kill, that's huge. I mean, he is down to 14, but again, still got that op alive. Mulb's now waiting for a little bit of a quick aggression that could be happening through bench. It is Carson just on the other side, and now the execute's coming. Carson gonna get that smoke to be dissipated. Oh, but Carson! Oh my god, he's able to find the double again, and he's still able to survive. Gets crunched with a nade, but it doesn't matter. This guy's still trying to fight and almost gets the job done. Oh man, he's able to pick up the triple, almost making it the fourth, and now Maluk has the bomb, but he's only got 25 seconds to make a play, and he's already getting closed in by George.
The round already decided here. It's only a matter of can he hold on to this gun, and the answer is no. George going to close things up, but that's exactly why they brought Carson into this roster. Look at the way he plays this. He was ready and waiting for that smoke. He was letting his teammates take contact, and he just nails them all to the wall right there. Perfect play from Carson. That smoke utilizes a bit of a one-way for him as well. The quick assembly on top of the van. Man, what more did you ask?
Well, we talked a lot about that, right? I mean, we were saying, you know, Carson just joined the roster, and I mean, again, he's no stranger to the team, like the entire group, but he's been a little bit on the inactive side for a period of time, but I mean, it looks like he's still got full strides here. He's looking like his normal self, and that firepower we talked about has really been upgraded. And Cynic finds that first opener, but now TeamOne have been able to capitalize and get some extra kills. Now putting themselves in some good A control, and George does win that fight though, just barely. A sliver of HP, and Bwills is able to save him, or save his teammate for the time being, but it's already done. Back to a 2-2. The CTs are split from each other. The bomb just going for a fake plant. Luke able to get in Palace, but Bwills takes him down, so it's all just down to this one-on-one. Carson, we just talked about him. Oh, but he just gets red so easily through the X-ray of the smoke, and there it is. It's going to be back to a 3-3.
Yeah, trading rounds back and forth here continuously for these two teams here. Nouns able to win a nice clean round. Should give them enough to get a half buy-in here, but not probably a full investment. It is in the cards right now. So, answering back now is roster over at TeamOne, and looking good doing so here. We'll see if they can keep this up at the moment. Again, we kind of walk into this despite Nouns looking very good on Inferno, knowing that this is a map that Nouns have very much so historically struggled on. So this series should have a third map to it, in theory. TeamOne really not activating, but maybe they can turn the tides here on Mirage.
TeamOne really weren't looking like themselves in that first map, so again, it kind of plays this factor of, are they the same? Are they, you know, maybe they just need to, you know, shake that one off? I don't know, but right now being a 3-3 is a good score line. I mean, for Nouns, I mean, they have a 53% win rate on their CT side. When things over on the T, it's 34. So it's not the best. And Carson does get some good shots, but Malbs and puts that Galil to use.
Nicely done. Malbs known for his headshotting right there. He's going to pluck one out of the server. This execution, despite into a stack here, it shouldn't really pan out for much. And Malb's starting to get activated on it. Eco's a good sign, but what is this from George? How does he get away with 2 kills with the USP? He even picks up the rifle here. He's bought enough time. A 3rd kill. There's no way he can do this, though. One player flanking in for market, another in apartments here. Maluk, he's snuck underneath the crosshair. So things become very complicated. 22 seconds left on the clock as well. No way he can get away with a ace. When around he only had a USP on, he's got the right angle pace. Gonna walk in slowly. He spots ahead. He can't land a spray though. Oh my god. George doing the damage, but not converting the round at the end of the day.
Oh boy, that was so close. I mean, if George would have been able to find that kill, I mean, that would have just flipped this round upside down. I mean, again, Maluk was there in the apartments, but oh, that would have been a favorable position for him to be in for George. I mean, having, you know, the rifle, but man, that was close. But definitely no cigar yet. But it is going to be the lead here for TeamOne, just barely. I mean, they are fighting for these rounds right now, Exner. I mean, now we finally get to see the gun round come through again for Nouns. They have the AWP back on the board. All the M4s are going to be placed. No A4s. They're all silencers. That's a fun fact. Oh my god, and that shot through the block. Nounscxzi, he hasn't seen anybody, and he's down to 10.
He's lucky to walk away with his life right there, but he still has impact. Covering out Palace Space and trying to sneak one over the line. Unable to do so. Or smoke or cycled in, so Senate claims no information towards middle at the moment. Very little info given to the defense right now. Besides Carson really jump spotting it out, we know he could be pretty effective on the B anchoring. The guy is showing up already once to defend. He has a smoke as well, so I'm wondering how he's going to use this. Molly tossed into his back pocket.
Well, they're getting close though. That molly could be huge. Might be a little late though. Oh, but B-Wills is being that distraction. And Carson, there it is again. A little bit of a repeat maybe. No, but it's just going to be one. But B-Wills actually, he misses that chance. Giving TRK a little bit of an opening now. The CTs have finally made their rotates in. They already have a player 60 going to be on the catwalk. He's going to get his placement. TRK does have some time, so he's kind of baiting it out. Oh, well, there it is. Never mind. I was talking about 60's position, and yeah, it works out. The op's still in play, and there we go again. Cole, we're right back to a tie game.
There we are. I'm really liking how they play off each other on that B side as well. Carson and George doubling up consistently to do damage right there, and it seems like every round they're able to find big multi-kills. It was George in the, or rather B-Wills in the last round, Carson in one of these rounds as well. TeamOne trying to exploit this B side a couple of rounds in a row now, and it seems like it's a bit worse for wear at the end of the day. This time, it's a half purchase, in fact a full and force buy from TeamOne, and it looks like Nouns once again have the read. They've got so much stacked on towards this A bomb site. A triple up here in the early days.
Now re-execute's coming back through. The new smokes and the mollies are now going to be placed on through. Cynic hasn't even given his position away. It's just George. Man, he is just picking up some big weight right now. Nounscxzi able to find another. Gets the leg of Maluk. Nounscxzi takes out his own teammate, I guess. I don't know. They're just feeling pretty good. I don't know. A little bit of a misclick, but either way, they take that execute pretty convincingly, and I don't even know what to make of that round.
Yeah, I mean, not as like any defaulting done from TeamOne. It's just a straight execute onto that A bomb site. It's a little bit stagnant in my opinion, but you know, maybe they were just hoping to catch Nouns off guard. And obviously, it looks a bit silly that they execute into a triple up. It's probably not going to go your way at the end of the day. So that force spike gets swiftly dealt with here, and on a full eco now as they don't realize the field day that they found themselves up against here. Nounscxzi swinging mid is a bit brazen, but no harm, no foul. He's only up against Glocks, and they got the utility to deal with it.
Oh, there we go. That was pretty quick, and this is a nice little replay. We see that 60 actually goes for a nice little swing. There we go. Yeah, that was an easy round. I mean, again, Nouns responded to that pretty well. I don't think they lost anybody, if I remember correctly. Memory serves me right. Okay, good. Thank you, Jacob. Whispering in my ear that I'm right. But that's a good thing to note because, again, they don't have to worry about the money situation. They don't have to spend it. Yes, they're looking good. The money's slowly climbing up. But, again, you just can't afford to, you know, get taken out by Glocks like that. But now, it's going to be AKs across the board here for Team1. And right back at it, they're going to go for that mid control pretty quickly. But it is the double player catwalk here, Cole. And, again, pretty interesting setup that we're seeing from Nouns.
A very fluid setup as well. They're playing a bit of a proactive defense at the moment. Constantly switching things up, constantly changing things out, and it's looking pretty good so far. We'll see if they can stick to the game plan here, stick to the fluidity of this defense. Cynic not blinded up by that flash catch pace off guard there. Slight misplay on the utility. And Cynic still taking a lot of liberties here as well. Just try peeking it out, trying to isolate a fight on the pace, and no one giving up a single fight though.
This is going to be big if Pesa finds this kill, though, but the good timing from Cynic, he actually does pull back, doesn't want to go for that fight, realizes the risk for it. B-Wills doesn't spot the players, but Cynic now hears the noise cue. All the nades are being placed on in. He's holding a tight angle. Malb's able to find that one kill against B-Wills, but Cynic, oh my god, again, he's holding a tight angle, and he's able to find two. Now George just underneath the balcony, waiting patiently for his dinner to see if he can be served, and Nell, here's that noise cue. That is going to be the bomb carry Maluk, waiting things out. George in a good position, but he might get cleared, and he doesn't land that kill. So now, things have done a little bit of turn to the table. And Carson needs to get his gun out. Oh my god, and there it is. It's just down to 60. He's fully blind. Oh, this is just mayhem. This is nuts. Good molly that can be placed, maybe to give some room. He's going to be able to find this open player, but he hits the leg. Oh my, and Team1, they respond back.
That's incredibly unfortunate right there. Landing the leg shot when that kill would have allowed him to isolate that last fight. But Team1, they punched right back. A bit of an awkward round. Again, you know, just small details here, but Team1, they missed their connector flash. They also missed that secondary flash on Cynic. They had a flash being primed up and ready to go for his position, or any position of the likes where, you know, you're playing close in towards connector, either on stairs or on the jungle side, and they're missing that. So you're seeing a kind of awkward, clunky Team1 in some of the executions. But still, I mean, it's enough to get it across the line here. And Team1's starting to build a bit of a foundation in this half as well.
Yeah, it's looking a lot more swift than what we saw on the first map, and right now, I mean, we talked a lot about this here for Nouns. I mean, the fact they're putting up a, you know, really close rounds, even though they're not all going their way, but they're on a massive losing streak when you talk about Mirage. I mean, the closest game they had that wasn't even a win was a 19-16 loss against Strife, and that was quite some time ago. So they're looking to see if they can finally get themselves out of that slump, if you want to call it that. But now Team1 have put themselves a little bit of a fake that's happening towards the A site, but the bomb is slowly making its way towards B. Carson does spot that. Oh, misses the molly. No, he actually lands it, but he's able to find 2 kills. Oh, they don't clear him. And he gets another double.
This round's bizarre.
I was just thinking, like, wait a second. Is Cynic honestly underpass right now and he's about to find this kill? Yeah, there he is. What
Yeah, I mean,
the heck?
2 players jumped out of apartments there, and it was only 2. That was a 2-man execute that they just tried to throw towards B. I don't know if that's enough firepower to really, you know, deal with it. Even if you go for, you know, a 2-for-2 trade, that's gonna be bomb dropped, and there's gonna be so much time to rotate. That it just seemed like disjointed in Team1's camp right there.
Yeah, really bold call. I mean, I was a little nervous when I saw that too. I mean, 3 towards A and having the bomb towards B like that. A lot of risk for a round like that, and we kind of got that glimpse of why, right? I mean, Carson showed us. B-Wills does find only 1 kill, but now it's just against some Deegs and some Glocks. Already losing one of the Deagles, just leaving now to Pesa by himself with it. So no much of an investment for this. Bomb already dropped. Nouns have been able to get themselves a good position in this one. Unless Malbs, I don't know. Malbs get that timing maybe?
Yeah, Malbs has a bit of a timing here. I can like this, you know, solo bomb play a little bit more than other ones where you're just trying to do some damage in and around like this. he actually allowed malbs to slip on by forcing all their B rotators off. So things could become a bit interesting here. It's all going to be on malbs though. He has to do all the heavy lifting here. And eventually I think they're going to become privy to this flank. We'll see what malbs can find here. Playing a sneaky game here. Yes, and he looks, or no. Oh.
He's gonna
Come on now.
He's got. Oh no, he's gonna. Oh, he's just gonna go for the fight.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be able to recover it. He might just. No, he won't. Yeah, just
Nicely
a bit.
done.
That was nicely done. So I mean, despite not winning the round, I mean, again, they lost a huge investment. I mean, they got money, right? But I mean, again, these are the kind of things where at round 14, we don't want the CT. You know, if you're a CT side, you don't want to have to waste money like that.
Yeah, no, that's very valuable. They get rid of that op. You're sitting going to repurchase into it, and if they do lose this round, it's going to maybe bold some questions here. But Maluk is opping here, trying to take on some fights, trying to deal with some of the pressure that's been applied from Sixty's up. And look at this, spotted out above the molly. George, he's got to get in this corner, nice and safe. Might have shown on the mini-map here, so I wonder if he's going to get cleared out.
Oh no! Oh, but there we go. It's a good response back, and now 60's able to put that op to work. Able to find 2, leaving it just down to the double AKs. Now IDK. Both these T's only have 1 Molotov each. That's all the utility that they're packing. Molly going to be used. 60's still going to peek wide. He's not able to find it. They're toying with him a little bit. Pesa could be able to find this timing. Does spot that player just on the top of the smoke. Oh my god, peekaboo. There it is. There's Pesa. And there it is. Bomb going to be dropped. Pesa now holding the op, but 1 on 3. A tough situation to be in, and I mean, Cole, surely he's got to be trying to save this, right?
1 on 3 is, you know, workable in theory, but he doesn't have bomb. That's the big kicker here. Position was revealed 30 seconds or so ago, but he doesn't make much noise about this fall off. He can make a long rotation in from ramp, but I might be building too much into this round because he doesn't seem too interested, too inclined to try this retake of control. And yeah, this is going to be 9 locked in for Nouns.
This is important too, because I know I'm being a broken record, but again, Nouns need every CT round that they can get, because their T side Mirage is well, it's not the best. We'll just call it that. We've seen better.
Oh yeah, that's for sure a bit of a liability for them. I mean, this map in general, it looks to be a bit rough, but Carson's bringing in some great anchoring right now. He's second on the leaderboard. Sixty's been doing an incredible job, just continuing to impress me with the op. I came in with high expectations if he's going to be wielding the op on this map individually, but top of the charts, got that 2.0 KD, looking pretty as ever at the moment, and it's putting him in a bit of a tricky position here. TeamOne. You don't want to give over too many rounds, but you know, 10 to 5 hopping into your CT side, it's definitely workable.
Even Pace is still holding that off, so he's actually going to go towards Palace. He might even try to get aggressive to see if you can find a quick pick, or a late pick, I guess, if you want to call it that. And 60 does spot that one player a ramp. TRK, and actually IDK as well falls down, so George able to find the double kill. Op still in the play. Pesa does make that connection, takes down the IGL. 60 now just stacking the kills, all the impressive kills, like you said, just being consistent, the old reliable, and now it's just down to Mulbs, 38 HP, dream, and that's gonna be everything. We're gonna take a short break as we get ready for half number 2.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Well, we see Nouns picking things up on the first half with a 10-5. Now we move things over to the second. And now they're going to be on that T side, and this is going to be the biggest question of the day if they can be able to prevail and get this 2-0 sweep. And I'm joined here with Jacob Happen on production, and of course, Cole Exner. McHenry, right? I got the last name right?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Nice. Nailed it. All right.
Absolutely flawless. So far, these teams not quite flawless, but Nouns looking like they could be flawless in this series if they 2-0. They zip things up quite nicely here. They've inside of jungle, inside of window. They had a lot of space here, and creating a lot of chaos right now. Entry found by Cynic. Pace are going to hit the deck, and they know that one player's in towards CT spawn. Overwhelmed, and this is a very, very aggressive rush, but it's working out wonderfully for them.
Handling no util either, and they're actually crossing into CT, and they're actually going to win that fight too. So now it's just going to be down to IDK, Maluk. Now the last two players on the CT side remaining. They got 3 players to go against. They don't have a kid either, so they're going to have to find something. Maluk with the first one, so now bringing it back to an even footing. B-Will's waiting things out. The flash comes in. A little bit of a tap on the defuse. It's a bit of a fake, and now B-Wills has to come up big. He has to do something miraculous. It's 1 HP from IDK, and there it is. It's going to be Nouns. They pick it up with the 1v1 to get that 11th. And man, that was ever close.
Yeah, kind of nearly fumbled that round was Nouns. They overstepped on some of the bomb sites there. They didn't quite play the post plants to perfection, but they did play it in well enough to close out versus the numbers advantage that they had. B-Wills stepping up with a big clutch to kick this one off there. Looking good doing so. Of course, the force buys back from TeamOne. In classic fashion, no surprises here as they probably do need to go for an investment like this to try and get some ground in this map. Ooh, Malbs is going for this deep jump spot though. You could get caught off guard. Yeah, Cynic heard that. Malbs thought you had a little gap in the cross there, but slipping right on by it. A gap slipped, if you will.
Yeah, this is good pickups now from Nouns. I mean, really, they've been able to find it. Like, the only amount of damage we saw was the scout coming in from Maluk, and there it is. It's done. It's quick. There's a 12th just game like that. So we're going to be seeing the CTs again. I mean, they put quite a bit of investment in that last round, so they're going to have to go light on the purchase for this one. I mean, keeping it over that $2 grand is kind of the name of the game, so that they have plenty of funds for round number 19. But I guess, like, from your perspective, Cole, is there anything we should maybe see in like a round like this where the weapons are limited?
Malbs has the deagle. That's
okay, well, Malbs go kill. I guess that's the plan, yeah.
Double flash from IDK as well. We'll see how he uses that, but it's going to be a connector collapse. Unfortunately for them, they've been disjointed by a flashbang, and Cynic is ready for this. Malbs getting a couple of shots peppered in. Oh! Eventually, one will connect. Actually, it's Besa, and a couple of kills coming through. Fully blinded up by the flashes, George, but they've got the B bomb site. That's one thing to note, and a bit of a problem here. Still, Maluk somehow nails a shot. How are they making work of this?
Oh,
What?
no. Oh, no, not like this. Not like this, Nouns. So just all down to 60. The players are low, though. So he might be able to find this with the MAC-10. Look, a little bit of a drive-by. There it is. Maluk down just a 14. He's holding that AK. Doesn't have a kit, but the molly's good. 60 now going to be throwing a counter molly, and there it is. 60 comes up big when needed. A 1-on-3 that shouldn't have been in that situation, but whatever. Nouns will take it.
Whew. Yeah, that's sweat off of a browse right there. They've got to, you know, thank the lucky stars in that position. Very, very dicey, but Nouns will take it nonetheless. That's for sure. Happy that they are able to convert it at the end of the day. TeamOne happy they can do damage, but again, we're getting to that point where damage might not mean too much. Maluk gonna toss in a smoke to extinguish the molly, but they're not gonna peek that. They've heard that.
Double boost.
Extinguish there, and Nounscxzi boosted on top. He's going to find the opening pick and connector.
That's huge. I mean, even the double stack was there, was able to get right over top. So 60 getting that opening duel, and you talked a lot about this tonight, Exner. I mean, the fact that, you know, that op from the T side's been big. Okay, well, Maluk's doing trick shots, I guess. I mean, that's fine. Bringing it back. And now it's just the Noun players are going to group up towards A. They're going to be ready to go for this execute. They do have one more smoke with plenty of Molotovs to get themselves a little bit of space. Lots of time on the clock, though. Still just over a minute. Oh, Maluk actually missing the shot. I thought he was going to go for it.
CSGO getting deep and stuck in here. He's looking to be very aggressive with the AWP, but gets plucked out of the server instead. Lovely little 1-2 punch that they've got going on here. TRK making sure he doesn't get flushed out of position. George using a lot of bullets to try and spam him down, but eventually will find the kill. They can't get out of apartments though right now. Palace rather. Now crossing in, George will get bested. Leaves all the pressure on B-Will's shoulder here, and he can't find anything either. Great recovery from TeamOne off the man disadvantage that they find themselves in, and TeamOne, well, this is the kickoff that they needed. They needed to capitalize on this first gun round.
Yeah, I mean, the fact they only had one smoke too. I mean, again, like there's so many angles that you have to clear. The molly, I talked about the mollies. Yes, you can use those to clear some positions, but it almost looked like a little bit of hesitation when they were trying to go for that exec. But it is going to be the pause called here from Nouns, and I mean, this is a good chance. I think this is a good moment to call it. I mean, the money is in a kind of a weird, funky spot, but again, just gives them some time to kind of reconfigure the plan, talk over things, and just making sure communication's key. I mean, we saw that in an article interviewed by Nouns. They want to make sure that their mental game is just at the highest it can be, making sure those comms are crisp and clear.
Yeah, and you know, allowing comebacks to come in, you know, that's where communication it matters the most here. TeamOne certainly need to come back. So Nouns, they got to keep their composure, right? They got to keep their heads level. You know, the formula has been good for them so far to get them here, up a map and up past double the rounds of TeamOne. So right now, Nouns looking to make quick work of this one. The TeamOnes, they have a little fight back to them. They have a little life in them still.
Definitely ain't over yet, and Maluk, again, still has that AWP, and this is where we tend to see him, you know, shine a lot more, especially on the CT side. Wait things out. And a bit of a slower round that we're seeing from Nouns, kind of just getting a feeler back to that default setup again, it's just having the 1-3-1. Actually vacating this plan here for the A. Grouping things up. Good work from Nouns, though. They've actually burned quite a bit of utility against TeamOne, so Nounscxzi actually, he's trying to get a little bit aggro. I don't know if they heard him. So now he's in connector. Oh, but he does get spotted. Pesa does find him. So now George has to be careful, and he's actually the bomb carrier, so he gets to that drop too. This is just falling apart now here for Nouns. It was looking good. They were getting themselves some decent map control. Cynic clearing it, and he's able to find that one kill, but there it is, an instant trade. All right, B-Wills now. Tough task maybe to pick up a gun if he can. 2-on-4. I don't even know what to think of this one, Cole.
And I'll be able to make too much work of it. TRK shutting things down. And it will just be B-Will's last man standing here. Looking to do some extra damage on the way out. This is the start of potentially something good from TeamOne. Probably has to be if they want to keep their lives in the upper bracket. They know where to sit down early. Again, this is kind of one of the pedigree ECL teams. It's actually, you know, two of them. In fact, Nouns obviously underneath a couple different banners, but these players as a core, they're always sticking around in ECL playoffs looking to do damage. That's one thing they are known for.
Yeah, that they are, and like we talked about in the pre-show too. I mean, the fact that they've been able to be at an RMR and getting some good experience now, this is going to add, you know, that extra bit of motivation and feeling really good about how that went for them, all things considered. And now to do some big damage, and they've definitely been here before. That is very, very true. But it is just going to be a save and just kind of preserving a couple pistols, just working around B-Wills' AK. I mean, this kind of round looks like they might actually try to get a little bit aggro. B-Wills does have a nice little bit of an off angle, but there it is. It's done.
Unable to do too much damage here. 60. IDK didn't spot the barrel. Might have heard the footsteps though. Oh no. Wait a second. Okay. Not quite what 60 was hoping for. Could have caught some knife action. Cynic gonna get taken down here. Only a moment's notice, and there you go. Finished off by Maluk. Now it's only 5 rounds to close the distance between these two teams here. We can start to talk about TeamOne resurging. We've already talked about how Nouns do struggle quite a bit on this T side. So it's no surprise we're seeing this claw back, but how far can they take it? Can they keep putting the pressure on Nouns?
It's such a good point because, again, the other thing we notice as well is that Nouns, like, they're well aware that when they start losing rounds consecutively, this is where the team does get frustrated. So it's keeping that composure. I mean, this is a situation where they still have a bit of a lead, some comfort if you want to call it that. But if it starts getting in double digits, if not more, I mean, this is where you start to shake a lot in those boots. Going back into the mid control now, and this is going to be just Nounscxzi trying to do something with that connector. Does obtain it, and now Cynic trying to go through B apartments, trying to find something, but no. It's TeamOne that's able to find themselves doubles with a big advantage and still at a minute and 23.
Yeah, this is where you start to get in really scary positions. Rounds are quickly just kind of spiraling out of control in the early game. You can kind of shut down and... Oh, we'll see. The AK retrieved. I don't even know if they're that interested in actually winning this round, more so doing damage right now, because what I'm gathering is they don't even have a bomb. There's a kill from Carson, though. That might encourage.
That might stunt it a little bit, but actually they do get that trade back. Oh, and look at this. George actually does get that ability that he's able to pick up the bomb, but now Mulbs and his teammate are going to push under. Oh, what? Wait a minute.
Oh no, this could be a disaster.
No.
That's B completely open right now with this double up in towards middle. I think they're boosting one in towards window, so maybe you can start to talk about clearing things out, maybe catching some timings, but B is completely open, and now that they've just realized it here, George and B-Wells, they cannot believe their luck, what they've just stumbled into.
Yeah, George is still thinking somebody's going to be underpass to go for a big flank. But I mean, again, he's holding the bomb, so he's got to get moving.
Oh, that
Molly gonna play. That's a good molly on Cat. Look at that. That just pushed Pesa all the way back, so the bomb plant's gonna come through. How things have changed.
There's smoke on Catwalk here as well. They're just gonna look to take the fight. They're past it though already.
Oh no way! They win this, and all of a sudden now it's just down to Pesadello on the 1-on-2, and there it is. Nouns pick it up. Somehow, in some way, they pick it up in the biggest deficit. They stay cool, calm, and collected, and they get a 14th.
3v5 right there. It quickly collapses into a 2-on-4, and then they play it so incredible. How were they able to get away with the map control that was given TeamOne? They pass each other completely. The timing, brutal for TeamOne, and this is the issue with giving over, this many rounds. Both pistols converted here by the Nouns camp is that you can quickly bring in problems. Just simple timing games can take place and you can lose a round here or there. That might just be enough to allow Nouns to crawl towards the finish line.
And there we have it too. I mean, even TeamOne, again, look at how much money they've spent. They've invested everything for this round. So if they lose this could really just squash everything. So they need to be almost flawless here on out as much as they can. Pesadello being a connector, trying to find something, but Maluk taking some damage, but it is going to be Carson with a trade on back. The op's still in the play here for the CT side. Never mind. No, it's not. It's going to be a Glock out of all things to get that kill. So now TRK onto Ticket. He's punched one. I don't know if he can look for this ride, and back to a 3-3.
TRK might be flushed out by the Molotov here. Flashes are really well placed. He's trying to isolate these duels. Commits a little bit too wide there. B-Wells will send him packing here. IDK and Malbs. This is a much needed, necessary round for them.
They're right beside each other.
Inside of the smoke here. It's going to fade away, and Cynic finds him first. IDK, there's no other option. He probably has to save here, but he can't get away. That's economic collapse, and that is series point for Nouns to move on.
Oh, there you got it. Series point now going to be on the docket here for Nouns. One more round, and they're taking this thing with a 2-0 and continue their playoff run and starting things off with an amazing fashion. But again, it ain't over yet. Everything going to be invested for this one. TeamOne now going to have to figure out something. They're going to have to pull every trick they have to keep themselves alive in this game. This is 7 rounds they're going to need to find, and Maluk does find the first opener, but again, immediate reaction comes back through. The trade happens again from Nouns. They're putting all this pressure towards A, and there's Carson, and he's just able to jiggle. Nice little one-tap. Finding more. No! It will be IDK to put that dig to work, and we're right back to a 3-3, just like that.
Just a bit of chaos here. 2 players in CT spawn. Bomb peeking there. Sixy, you gotta hold steady there, my friend, because you could just get punished for it. Pesa making them pay for their sins now. And 2 more to find here. They're collapsing in on them. Zenik looking to pop some shots off through the wood wall, but they can't seem to find the kills just yet. IDK, a brilliant smoke from him. And now Pesa taking fights more further. Bomb in his palm of his hands now. A round that was so firmly in their favor. Quickly collapse out of it. Siddiq making the long rotation in through CT spawn, but he's given over an op here. And Pesa looking to nail the shots. He gets a chance though. Misses the first. Smoke to retrieve the bomb. He's going to make the long rotation in towards the B side. Can he beat Pesa though on the punch here? It's going to be a close timing. HE is going to do enough damage to keep him at base. And slipped by the crosshair. Waiting patiently in this angle. Easy adjustment, but he doesn't spot him.
I don't think he saw him, yeah. Well, Cynic's still trying to go for this fight. This is a good play. He actually makes it out of it, but he will get taken out. And Nouns, a little bit of a careless play, a little bit too excited, and it backfires on them entirely. So now, again, they still have that buffer, but I don't know about you, Cole, but that was a round that I feel like Nouns had it. They just got a little bit too excited. Even, like you said, the bomb carrier is going for a fight in CT spawn. Like, whew.
Got punished for it as well. I mean, those are the most frustrating rounds to lose. And like we said, Nouns as a roster talking about how maybe the communication needs a little bit of polishing. The composure might need to be kept, and they just lose their composure in a round like that. They look to bounce back with a force buy as well. Oh, that's a beautiful HE here. Malbs taking an aggressive angle here. Gonna get pressured off the line. Crossfire far too much to bear. Starting to drop in numbers though is the TeamOne camp. Maybe they can make 2 with this.
Another good molly that's going to be used though. Again, just going to isolate that cat player, but the smoke's going to dissipate it. TRK just inside a market. Some good utility being used here from Nouns. Now it's all about holding on the loot. Just missing that timing from Cynic. He's waiting things out. TRK might be able to get this timing. If he does, this could allow them to get that, rip this gap open. And George by himself now, 1-on-2. Oh, and he's able to find it, but no, there should be enough time. The kit is going to be in the hands here for TRK, and we get down to double digits. TeamOne just barely surviving.
Ooh, they're treading water here, TeamOne, but they're staying afloat, and that's what matters most here. Now 5 opportunities for Nouns to close. Probably going for another one of those force by half by, potentially. Wouldn't really mind that call. They're getting close with, you know, much less. So yeah, Eagles, Armor, and Carson. Probably can afford that if you're George and B-Wills. 60 probably saving for that AWP, but he's still interested in going for a bit of an investment here. It's TeamOne. This is a chance to really build some foundation, some structure in your comeback here. You know, build some economic reserve, make it so you're not so pressured, so the utility isn't lacking. That you have all of that to your disposal.
What do we see different now from all the Nouns players? Oh man, Siddiq. I was thinking like, oh, that is close. He's getting treading on those waters, but the bomb's still in the back of T-Spawn, just again trying to make a decision off of something, but Malbs able to get an easy kill, takes down 60. The heavy top fragger with 23 kills is going to be removed for this round. It does look like the name of the game could be just for the A hit. Flash is coming in, leaving it just TRK by himself in this site, and then also having IDK just on the other side of connector. Getting this bomb down would be great, Cole, because again, they can just get that money, but it's, I don't know if it's looking likely here. This is looking nuts.
Dance. Ooh, there's a kill from Carson, but he gets overrun. Cynic, he was over towards that B side. He still is over towards that B side, in fact. So, he's not getting too much action here. He probably does want to go down, if being honest. You don't want to save on a round like this. And he's got to quickly make his move if he wants to die. 20 seconds, you gotta run, Cynic, my friend.
I don't know what he's looking for. He's like, anybody? Is anybody here? B? Please, somebody? There we go. There you go. All right. All good. Well, money's on the table again, and I mean, 60 does have that funds if he wants to op. We saw a lot of T-side opping on the first map, and yet he's gonna go right back for it. was curious if they want to, how close this game is getting, but he's going to do it. And I don't know what Maluk has. There we go. Okay, I was going to say, didn't he have an op at one point? So, what do we expect here? Like, well, is there anything you're kind of thinking? Oh, 60 looks like he's going to go for a B hit.
Catch Malbs on the jump spot here. Had the right angle there. It's just a very tricky shot to land with how people jump spot it nowadays. Double up is going to be near impossible as well for Carson to deal with, and yeah, that's a freebie. He jiggles out a player and on top of the angle there, but it's a bait and switch there. Maluk is the real target that you have to worry about. One player out on B here. Cynic's actually found the entry. What is going on in this round here? Cynic clearing out the B side here, creating so much chaos. Everyone rotating in right now.
Everybody's made their way through this, but actually Nouns, they haven't been able to get back into the site. Oh, the bomb's dropped. Oh no. It was just overexposed, and now I think they overthought this round. They had the chance, and Cynic's able to get all the way in the back. He does flank towards Cat, does get an easy kill, but the bomb is going to be picked up. George, though, just tucking away, and there's TRK for one. Able to find a second, and now it's just George. Well, George is no longer here, so that's fine, but I guess, again, I just don't get it. I mean, we just see that overthinking kind of, you know, kibosh the whole plan.
Yeah, I'm struggling to tell if it's overthinking or, like, lack of thinking there, because not that it's a bad idea, right? Cynic cleared out all at B, so you do probably want to make it over towards that B side quickly, but there was enough time and enough space taken by Cynic that maybe you could have slowed things down, maybe hit that A side. During all of the chaotic rotations there, Cynic probably hearing some action as well, that you could have made a case to go A, and it would have worked wonderfully, but they just don't give themselves enough space to do so. What is going on? Again, look at this position inside of jungle.
What? How does that happen? How does that happen? How does he get that positioning and he just misses the shot? Oh, that could have changed everything. And now it's just down to 2 players. And there is the bomb still in possession, but I don't even know how we're at this point right now, Cole. And oh my God, Cynic! How?
One on A. They have a player stuck in towards A right now. It's B-Wills who's covering out that CT spawn position and slowly walking, turning the corner. Here's TRK, instant headshot to delete him. Take some damage on the way out, but it's going to be bomb plant confirmed. And a 1v2 asked at the IGL. He had an absolutely stunning map 1. A 1v2 to close out the series would be a fitting way to end things out.
He's going to go for a flank. He's going all the way through window. He's going to go all the way back. He's going to... Oh, he's going to try to backstab this.
Yep.
And he does have the AWP. He's no stranger to it. And look at where the plant is too. The smoke's going to be placed. This is tough for him. It is a fake defuse. But now they're going to commit to it. He has to start moving. He gets that 1 kill. Can he do this? Oh my God, and he does it! Nouns are able to push them. So no, I'm just kidding. The bomb's defused. Oh my God, I thought he just got in the last second, but TeamOne survived. Oh, Cole, you got to take over. I need a minute. I don't get it.
Oh my God, Cynic, what a lovely attempt. Absolutely. But not getting it over the line. He needed just an extra second on that last shot here. Timeout called from Nouns as the pressure starts to mount. They had that easy opportunity. A 3v3. They've claimed the A site just a couple rounds prior on a eco of all things. So I guess a forced by more than anything. But now we're looking at TeamOne. 2 off of taking us into extra innings. And it just seems like Nouns can't finish the job.
And they're so close too. I mean, we've seen a couple of these rounds just come right down to the nitty gritty, and I mean, it's down to like what 1v1s or 2vx situations. So in that round especially, I mean, that was a weird buy round, and that was just positioning that was just in favor for Nouns, just catching all the players off guard. I mean, that was a wild ride. And he like just missed it too, like just missed that kill. Oh, there we go. Cynic, there we go. He's trying to get a little bit of revenge. He's pissed. He wants to get it through. And even 60 is able to find that kill. So just like that, with 1:38, they bringing it back, taking down 3 players, leaving it just to Malbs and Maluk alive to keep themselves in this game. And it's looking a little dire.
Yeah, the comeback's going to be ended in a whimper for TeamOne, man. Their efforts were promising, but they are not enough, man. What a call from Nouns. It's an A rush, just screaming out A, doing what they do best to close out this series in 2-0 fashion.
Look at this. The fact that Cynic's able to just run out ramp like that, win the double kill. Whew. Okay. I mean, he was a little frustrated. I talked about it.
Yeah.
And man, they just put that in a whole new gear. I mean, I don't even know what we just saw there. And then Nounscxi's able to get 1 kill in middle, and it was just done like that.
Yeah, again, I mean, you just saw a hungry for revenge Cynic, and he got his revenge very, very quickly, man. Because, he might not have been able to close out that 1v2 clutch, but he will damn well get that double opener, what he just did to finish it off. And again, man, it's a fitting end that he is the one.